What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video, another quiz. This has been a while since I've done a quiz. It really has been, but I've been itching to get back into them, kind of get the NFL brain going again. So, per usual, anytime I see a King of the Fourth Quarter video, Kenny, a huge shout out for the inspiration. I'll leave his link down in the description. He did one of these with NBA, so if you want to watch that video, I have it linked down below. But this is the NFL version. I posted on Twitter, basically quote tweeting about Kenny's video. Here it is. This NBA quiz gets difficult the longer you play. So I asked on Twitter, I said, hey, I'm trying to do an NFL version. That's also a disgusting burrito I ate. So Zachary Canchillo went ahead and did the progressively harder NFL quiz. So I just opened that, and forced order, no skip, as I believe the NBA one was. 77 plays already. Pretty good, man. So he goes, can you answer questions about the NFL that get harder and harder? The idea of the quiz is that it starts out very, very easy. Like, who's the quarterback for the Patriots? Probably Tom Brady's the most popular player in the NFL, or most well-known. And then it gets to the end, like, what's Julio Jones's real middle name? Which would be Lopez, fun fact. But that'd be fun if that was in here. Some of these might get really hard. If we have to look it up, we have to look it up. But if it's forced order, no skip, that means that I can't move on to the next one without getting the answer. We have 10 minutes on the clock. We're going to have to move pretty quickly. Super Bowl 53 winner. That's the last Super Bowl. That's pretty easy. That is the New England Patriots. Super Bowl 53 MVP. Not Tom Brady. This one actually went to Julian Edelman. He had a great game. Probably like 10 catches, 100-plus yards or whatever. Brady was a little bit unexceptional in this particular Super Bowl. Which NFL team has their logo only on one side of the helmet? That one's very easy, of course. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Although I can imagine a lot of people not knowing that. Maybe they have that, like the white circle with the diamonds that represent each a different thing in blue, red, and yellow. But that is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Team who won first and second Super Bowls. Those got to be the Lombardi Packers, right? So we have the Green Bay Packers. Who is the only team to go the entire season, regular and post, without a loss? Year, then team name. So we need the year and team name. That, of course, is the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Yes, it is. What pick was Tom Brady? This is another weird one because it's really specific. The only reason I remember this is because it's so close to 200. It's just kind of a memorable number in that draft class. So Tom Brady was pick number 199. You probably hear it every year when you watch the draft. MVP of first and second Super Bowl. Well, that's the Green Bay Packers. Probably going to be their starting quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and write Bart Starr. So probably just need Starr, but Starr is the answer. Which state has the most NFL teams with 4? So Florida only has 3 in the Jags, the Bucks, and the Dolphins. It's got to be California, who has the Rams. They have the Raiders. They have the Chargers. Who is the other LA or California team? Rams, Chargers in LA, Oakland Raiders. Who am I missing here? Am I dumb? Is it not California? It's got to be California. No other team would be close, or no other thing would be close. It's going to be California. It is. Hold on, let's pause this here. Who is the fourth California team I'm missing? San Francisco 49ers. What am I, stupid? All right, don't worry about that. We're going to win on Sunday. I guarantee it. All right, that's a famous Joe Namath call out before the Colts Super Bowl. Super Bowl 3 or whatever. So that's Joe Namath said that. It's kind of a quote out of context, but they got to be asking for the guy who said it. That is Joe Namath. Who was the pick after Peyton Manning in the 1998 draft? You guys remember 98 was the quarterback duel. Chargers and Colts both held top picks. It was either Peyton Manning or Ryan Leaf. So he's going to be the answer to that one. First team to win their division with a losing record. Year, then team name. This is on this side of the hard answers? Or easy answers? I have no idea. What kind of a question is this? I need to know the team and the year. There's no shot. I'm going to let you guys know. We're going to look that up. I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick. I don't know. I don't know the answer at all. So we'll do losing record NFL playoffs. So that would be 2010. 2010 Seahawks 7-9. So I didn't know that one. So that's one that I didn't know. So we'll go 2010 Seahawks. Even if I could have guessed Seahawks, there was no way I was coming up with 2010. Most recent expansion team, obviously the Houston Texans. You're going to tell me that this one, the random team that made the playoffs with a losing record, granted, that is pretty big, but the year and the team name is easier than the most recent expansion team that's obviously the Houston Texans? No way. Who is Brett Favre's first NFL completion to? Well, let's remember that even though he played on the Packers, or was on the Packers, he started his career in Atlanta. And the only Atlanta receiver I can name probably from that era is Andre Rison. So we're going to try Andre Rison. It's not coming up. Could be with the Packers, I guess. Antonio Freeman. Could be Sterling Sharp. It's not going to be either. Could be a running back. I mean, the era doesn't match up for Amon Green, but I'm going to write it anyway. I guess it could be... I mean, it wouldn't be Jamal Anderson either because the years, again, don't match up. Who would the running back have been in Atlanta in, like, 1991? Was that the Favre draft? Dude, I have no idea. We're going to pause it again. Oh, okay. Brett Favre's first completion was on the Packers, and apparently it went to himself? I don't know how I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's super weird. I don't know how I didn't know that. I know Mariota had one in the playoffs, but Brett Favre's first NFL completion was to Brett Favre? Weird. That is so weird. This question's also probably really, really hard to 99% of people, but I just happen to know the answer. It was the Redskin kicker, I believe in 1982. His name is Mark Mosley, and he spells it weird like that. I guess I've done a lot of these quizzes, and that's when they come up, and that's like kind of a weird fact, so I just know it's Mark Mosley, and I believe it is in 1982. So, who holds the record for most consecutive games with a touchdown pass? Ooh. I don't actually know. I'm going to guess Aaron Rodgers. Could also be Tom Brady. Could also be a quarterback from a while ago. Could be a John Elway. Could be a Dan Marino. Ooh, I was actually confident that was going to be it. Could be Big Ben even. I doubt it'd be Terry Bradshaw, but you never know. Could be Peyton Manning. Could be Brett Favre. Why am I misspelling it? I have no idea. I mean, it could even be maybe Patrick Mahomes, man. I don't know. I would assume it's more than 16. I would assume it's more than a regular season. Most consecutive games with a touchdown pass? Could be Drew Brees. It is Drew Brees. Okay. What year did the Bengals' last playoff victory take place? Jesus. Well, it's before Marvin Lewis, right? I guess, is it maybe 2001? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Well, it's not 2010 or... It's got to be in the 80s or 90s then. I don't know, man. I don't know the answer to this one, obviously. Oh my god. Cincinnati, 1990? Good lord. Which team drafted Johnny Unitas? Well, I know he's most famously with the Baltimore Colts. Is that doesn't seem that tough. Of course he wasn't drafted by the Colts. Who drafted Johnny Unitas? Jets. Is it asking for Baltimore? Browns? Oh my goodness, dude. I have no idea which team drafted Johnny Unitas. Would have been in like the 50s. Oilers. That'd be a fun one. Hold on. The time's running out so quickly. I hate to keep pausing and going back to it, but things are going so quickly. I don't know the answer to this. Johnny Unitas. Which team drafted Johnny Unitas? That's... I guess if you're a big Colts fan, maybe you know that, but or a big football historian. Oh my goodness. Johnny Unitas was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers? Wow. That is one that I just had no clue about. So I guess Pittsburgh Steelers is the answer there. Most recent expansion team's first draft pick. So Houston Texans, their first draft pick is David Carr. That one's pretty easy. I don't know what this guy is with the... thinking these Texans questions are tough. But that 2010 Seahawks, I never would have gotten. Who is the most total NFL championships since the league's inception in 1920. You know, that could be the Giants. The Giants have won a lot. It's not. Could also be the Packers. It is the Green Bay Packers. Who is the first player to win MVP as a defensive player? Full name. I think that's Alan Page with the Vikings. It is Alan Page. Who was the winner of the game in which the River City Relay took place? I don't even know what the River City Relay is. I know, like, is that talking about the Titans and the Rams game? I guess not. River City. What are cities with a river? Pittsburgh? Cleveland? I guess we could try the Steelers and the Browns. I don't know what the River City Relay is. And maybe I'm not a good football fan for not knowing. River City Relay. 2003. Saints vs. Jags. In December. How do I not know these things? Oh, I've seen this. I didn't know it had a name, though. I didn't know it was called the River City Relay. There's a river in Jacksonville. So, I mean, there's your answer. The New Orleans Saints. Again, I never would have known the name of River City Relay. Saints? Whoa, hold on. Did the Jags win that game? Oh my goodness. Wait, what? They blocked the extra point. Oh my goodness. That is a crazy game. I had no idea it was called the River City Relay, though. Who is the all-time leading rusher for the New England Patriots? I'm gonna say Corey Dillon. That one makes no sense. Could also be Curtis Martin. I guess I do not know the answer to this. Time is running out really, really quickly. I don't want to have time expire. Patriots. I don't know why I typed in Corey Dillon, man. That was never going to be answered. Could be... I don't think it'd be Lawrence Maroney. That wouldn't make any sense. Would have to be a player from, like, the 80s. Probably. 80s or 90s. Patriots running back in the 80s or 90s. Probably not going to be more than 6,000 yards. Man, I don't know. So it looks like it's Sam Cunningham. Who is Sam Cunningham, man? Is this a name I should know? He's 68. Made a Pro Bowl. Yeah, played in the 70s and 80s as a fullback with the Patriots. Had one season of 1,000 yards. Never had 10 touchdowns. Sam Cunningham. Yeah, man. I gotta sharpen up my NFL knowledge because I had no clue about Sam Cunningham. Which team lost just 3 games in the 1999 season, losing all of them to the same team? 1999. They only lost 3 games. So that means they had a 14-2 season in 1999, losing a game in the playoffs to the same team. So who would be 2 good teams in 1999? I have no idea. I have no idea who this could be. We're gonna have to look it up. I have no idea. I apologize. I've been embarrassing. Is it the Giants? Is it the Giants? That's a tough scene. I knew the Giants were good there. I mean, they were in the Super Bowl, not a year after or so, but really, 3 times in the same season, the same team. That is wild. Gotta love the Giants, man. My favorite team, New York Giants. Is it not? I just saw the answer. How can it not be? Oh, that's right. I'm a fool. He would have been with the Jaguars at that time. Apologies for the misstep. Thought about that only a second after. From 2003 to 2019, only 2 quarterbacks have won the AFC East. Tom Brady, obviously being one of them. Who was the other? It would have been, Matt Castle? So, not Matt Castle. I only have 30-some seconds. Chad Pennington. There we go. Boom. And that was either with the Dolphins or the Jets. I honestly don't have any idea. Time's running out quickly. I know that if I let the time expire, it's going to make me do all these things again because it is forced order, no skips. We're going to have to try to do this quickly. Which team allowed the fewest points allowed in a full season since the NFL-AFL merger? Year, then team name. That's probably, well, I would guess the Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom team. And that would have been, what, 2014? 2014 Seahawks? I'm going to have to do everything again. That's so frustrating. 2012, 2011 doesn't make sense. 2015, 2016, 2017. I don't know. We're going to find out here in a second, as I'm going to have to type in every answer again. 1977 Atlanta Falcons. I don't know which one of you guys were coming up with that, but it sure was not me. We're going to go ahead and try that again. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, I really like this quiz because it gives you no time to do anything. I don't know if anyone on the entire planet is coming up with 1977 Falcons there, by the way. I'm sure everybody knows it in the comment section. But, there was not a shot. Which team has the New York Jets never beaten? So this has got to be an NFC team. I assume that they've, well, I guess it doesn't have to be. It's not going to be a team in the AFC East, obviously. I would guess that it'd be an NFC team. Which team has the New York Jets never beaten? Let's start on the West Coast, maybe. We'll go with NFC. 49ers. That would have been awesome if I got them the first time. Rams. I'm not going to remember every game they've ever played, by the way, so this is just kind of a crapshoot. Could also be a team in the AFC West. Chargers went with the Raiders. Could be the Broncos. Could be the Chiefs. Could be the Seahawks. Could also be the Texans, man. An expansion team probably isn't a bad idea. This guy loves the Texans questions. Ravens, Jaguars, wouldn't have made much sense. Could be the Cardinals, maybe. They moved all around. They were in the NFC East for a while. Who has the New York Jets never beaten? Lions. I mean, I don't think it'd be a team that's been around forever, but I guess it could be. Bears. Jesus, dude. AFC West. I do the Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, NFC North, Packers, Lions I've done, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. I did all of them, right? I forget. AFC North. So we have the Browns. We have the Ravens already typed, Steelers, and the Bengals. NFC North, we have, I just did that. NFC South, we have the Bucks. I guess Bucks would have come up there. Have the Saints, have the Falcons, have the, which team did I not do? Panthers, AFC South, Jaguars, Titans, Oilers might not be a bad guess. Okay. Even though they're not a team anymore. AFC South. Jags I did, Titans, Texans I did. Who's the other team in the AFC South that I didn't do? Titans, Jags, Colts. Okay. I did the NFC South. I mean, NFC East now, Giants. I've seen them lose to the Giants, or seen the Giants lose to the Jets. Cowboys. Redskins and Eagles. They've never beaten the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, I have no idea how I would ever know that. This is why this question, or this quiz, is real tough. When were the divisions realigned from 5 teams per division to 4 teams per division? 2001, maybe. Because the Cardinals moved. It's one of those years. 2000, 1999, 2002. 2002, there we go. There are 2 players over the age of 40 to catch a pass. What the hell, dude? Jerry Rice and who else? Over the age of 40. Terrell Owens? I don't think he definitely didn't play till he was 40. That's a dumb guess. Fred Biletnikoff. That's not how you spell that. Biletnikoff. Who's old? James Lofton. Don Hudson. Let's go back to the 30s. Over the age of 40? I don't even have a guess. Oh, shit. Tom Brady, maybe? Oh, that would have been a fun fact. But he dropped that pass in the Super Bowl. Over the age of 40 to catch a pass. Oh, my God. I have no idea. Again, I'm sure some of you guys actually know this one. 2 players over the age of 40 to catch a pass. 40, so old. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't even have an idea. Over the age of 40. I would guess that it's not a receiver, but it could be. So we're gonna find out. It's Brett Favre. This guy with his Texans and Brett Favre, man. Brett Favre. That's crazy. What's up with this quiz and Brett Favre catching passes? That's a fun one. That's a really fun question. That's why these quizzes are so awesome, because you get to learn things as well. What team has played in both the AFC and NFC championship games? I would guess the Cardinals. No. Who's moved divisions or moved conferences? AFC and NFC. I don't know all the teams that have been in both, you know? That's tough. I mean, could be the Titans / Oilers. I don't know if they moved. AFC and NFC. I don't know the AFC teams, man, that changed. Were the Broncos... Could it have been an AFL team that moved over? Could it have been like the Broncos or Chiefs? I know they're both AFC teams now, though. But I don't know when they would have changed. I flat out do not know AFC, NFC flip-flops. Really. I just know the one fun fact about the Cardinals being in the NFC East. AFC. I mean, the Seahawks could have been in the AFC at some point. It is the Seattle Seahawks. That's a fun one. That's a fun one, because I know they were a team that joined in pretty late, and they're in the NFC now. I guess with those Steve Largent Seahawks, they could have been in the AFC. Name the only defensive player that has been to 14 Pro Bowls. That's so many. 14. Defensive player that was so good for 14 seasons. I mean, the first name that popped in my head was Ray Lewis. It asked for full name. It's not Ray Lewis. I don't even remember when the Pro Bowl was implemented. And this is a really tough question, apparently. It's got to be, you'd think, at a position that, where players can play longer. So I wouldn't guess defensive back, but I guess it could be Deion Sanders. It isn't. Julius Peppers played for forever, but I didn't think that it would be him. 14 Pro Bowls. 14 is so many. Defensive player. I'm trying to stick to like more like new era guys, because again, I don't really know about the Pro Bowl. I guess Ed Reed could be an option. 14. I would be guessing defensive lineman, really. I know it was a thing in the 90s. I'll try Lawrence Taylor. I'll try Reggie White. It's just playing for 14 seasons is so many. Clearly. And to make a Pro Bowl in 14 different years. Who else? I mean, I'm sure many of you guys know this one as well. Could be Brian Dawkins, maybe. I don't know if he played for long enough. 14 Pro Bowls. Come on, man. I got a minute left. 14. Saying the number is not going to help me with the answer here. 14 Pro Bowls. But defense, I just don't know, man. I would guess that it was a player that was most active in the 90s. That'd be a guess. Maybe Warren Sapp, but I doubt that. Come on, man. Something here. I don't know the answer. We're going to find out here. The answer is Merlin Olsen. So I guess they did have the Pro Bowl many years ago, because he was a player you guys didn't know was on that fearsome foursome with the just sick defensive line that was that Rams team in LA with Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones wouldn't have been a bad guess for this, but Merlin Olsen made 14 Pro Bowls. Holy cow. Fearsome foursome. That's a fun nickname. So this Rams team, Merlin Olsen, Lamar Lundy, Deacon Jones. Who was the fourth member? Rosie Greer. Merlin Olsen, though, 14. Congrats to Merlin Olsen, Hall of Fame career. He was also drafted in the NFL and the AFL in the first round in the top 3 picks out of Utah State, like Bobby Wagner. Also an AFL draft pick, if you guys didn't know. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. This was a fun quiz. This was really, really tough. Some of these I knew pretty much right away. Alan Page, I didn't think that one was too tough down on this right side. And I figured out Chad Pennington, and in 2002, I was in the right ballpark for. I just thought it was 2001 at first. Some of these were really tough. 1977 Atlanta Falcons. Give me a break. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you did. I'll have the link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.